Praise the Lord. This is Dr. Dexter Wise III, and welcome to the video version of Every Day with Dr. Wise, where you get a mighty message in about 3 minutes or less. We're in a series entitled Trick or Trick, based on Genesis chapter 3, and we've talked about several of the devil's tricks one by one, and we've got many of them that are there in chapter 3, and we're just going to keep on going until we run out. There in the very first verse, you'll read these words that says, "And he said to the woman," which brings us to the trick for today, and that is he waits until you are alone. He waits until you are alone. I'm sure he had plenty of opportunities to talk to Adam and Eve when they were together, but he decided that he was going to pounce on Eve when she was all by herself. And that's one of the things that he does all of the time. He waits until you are alone. And the reason he does that is because when you are alone, you don't have anybody to talk you out of it. Lord have mercy, you have nobody to talk you out of it. Matter of fact, he talks you into things because there's nobody there with you to talk you out of things. So he attacks you, he comes upon you when you are alone because there's nobody to talk you out of it. Then he comes upon you when you are alone because there's nobody there to pull you away from it. There's nobody saying, no, you can't do this, you can't do this, this doesn't make any sense. Have you ever been in those situations where you wish there had been somebody who had talked you out of it, somebody who was there to pull you away from it, and because he knows there's nobody there to do that, he attacks you when you're alone. Then the third thing, there's nobody there to stand between you and him. Sometimes if there's just another person to block you, if there's another person to shield you, if there's another person to hide you from his attacks, from his suggestions, from his desires to destroy you, it makes all the difference in the world. So whenever you find yourself alone, you become vulnerable for the attacks of the devil. When you hear him coming, don't just run up to him. Call a friend who won't encourage you to do what he's encouraging you to do, so that you can be pulled out of it, you can be talked out of it, or you have somebody to stand between you and him. Okay, that's a trick of the devil. He comes upon you when you are all alone. Don't fall for that trick. Trust God.